Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome, my single solitary viewer. Welcome to 1947 Los Angeles. Welcome to a new game of Noire.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective and ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
We are en route.
Here we go again. They don't
Cole
request
Phelps.
uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind
A
of
patrolman.
Ever the opposite.
The LAPD.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
And this theme I have missed quite a lot. That's quality music right there. Quality theme. And yeah, I'm trying to remember this game. I've played like 10 years ago or whenever it was released. And completed it, of course. And now I bought it on the PC a long time ago, thinking, you know, I'm eventually gonna play this. And this eventually
Floyd
is
Rose,
now.
homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
All right, so you could already tell.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
That's right.
All
We'll
right,
go through the
have
motions.
it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
Except yours, though. Yeah, so as you saw, you probably noticed.
Look at this junk.
You probably noticed the faces looked a little weird. And a little bit Uncanny Valley-ish. At the time, this was the height of
Not my
technology.
job to pick through other people's trash.
Are you sure? A chime or magnifying glass icon indicates objects nearby can be examined. Okay. So
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Okay. How do I inspect? Oh, okay. Shrink says the mind is the fine frontier.
Jesus.
WASD to
Cole,
locate
come
an
take a
object.
look at this.
Shut up, I'm looking at this newspaper. Newspapers provide backstory on events which may or may not be related to your current investigation.
I
See
tell
the
you, I'm
story
kidding.
behind that
I always
line.
get landed.
Alright, so when you hold up these newspapers, a cutscene appears that shows backstory to some other cases and so on.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Nope, this is not what we're looking for. But I'm going to cut those out, of course, for time purposes. How do I get out of here? Okay, there we go. So I was wondering how this would be working on the PC because I played on Xbox, and back then I'd had a controller and it would vibrate if I got close to a clue or something. And I was wondering, I think all I'm going to get here is the chime, I guess, because nothing's vibrating, so I don't know how easy it's going to be to find clues. But I think there's a pretty easy clue right there. That one's easy. Right? There you go. Look, it's blood on the door. And the flow.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Well, you know, it's
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Phelps is a deep, deep man. No, it's a quick way to go. I'd rather like a quick way to go than a really long, painful way to go. That's worse.
I
But
tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
But back in the day, Team Bondi innovated basically a new way of having the cutscenes done for the facial
We're never gonna
expressions of the
find it.
actors.
It's a waste of time.
So not only were the the faces of the characters animated like they usually are to do the cutscenes, but they also recorded the faces of the actors and basically animated the textures with the faces of the actors. So you have both kind of the face of the actors as a movie playing on top of the animated 3D texture. But now I have to try and look for some clues, and having explained all of that, I guess I maybe missed some stuff. Is that? I mean, there's a little light here. How do I? Oh, okay. I'll tell you, the controls aren't
There's something
easy.
on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Okay, so exiting and everything. Complicated. Yeah, the controls not made for PC. Not made for PC. And again, it was a lot easier when you had the
gun's up on
controls,
the roof,
controller vibrate for you.
So we need to find a way up.
But yes, we do need to find a way up. I suppose this could do? Oh, there you go.
What
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
trying to
chumps do
remember,
these
you know.
homicide guys think we are?
And of course, the murder weapon would be right here. And if he knows what he's doing, he's not gonna touch nothing. Don't touch it with your hands. Oh, gee. Okay, now guess whose fingerprints are on this? Idiot. Yeah, that'll do. Oh,
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
okay.
2 rounds fired. Instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Why would you?
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
Should we? I guess I'm gonna come back down the same way,
We
right?
have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
All right, let's go to the local gun store. Cole Phelps taking initiative. Like, it feels like, you know, the
Sure about this. It's
1940s
not
would
really our
be
gig.
a time for Mavericks, but today,
No harm in
like
doing some digging. The suits
someone
didn't
taking
seem to do much of a
initiative.
damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole.
just asking
Can't
for
wait to
trouble.
get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather
Oh.
round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Ralph does worry too much. No, I don't remember if, like, I collected all the clues. I mean, if I recall, like, the early couple, like, missions are really quite straightforward. And I don't know if I'm going to go for a 100% run. I'm actually definitely not going for a 100% run. I don't care about, like, collecting collectibles or whatnot. Who cares? That's a snore fest. I'm getting, like, 100% scores on the investigations themselves. No, I don't think that's going to be possible. If I recall, a lot of the expressions, the facial expressions, are kind of difficult to read sometimes. So getting a perfect interrogation or something, or getting every single clue, seems unlikely. Okay. locations. Yes, I want to go to the gun store. Yes. All right, I'll set in my destination. That seems overly complicated as a little system there. Aha! Don't mind me, I'm a patrolman, and I don't know how to drive. So this is how you know, like, this was a good time back in, well, unless you were a minority of some kind. I mean, it was a good time in 1947, because they'll let someone who doesn't have a driver's license, like Cole Phelps, drive the damn patrol car. All right. Oh.
My goodness!
My goodness indeed, young lady. All right, let's try to not, like, break too many laws just getting to the gun store. I need to try and get the controls right. This is not GTA. Or actually, I'm used to playing GTA with a controller. Well, not used to... the control... It's difficult to get used to the controls again. The Cool King. So this is basically one of the rare times Rockstar Games made a setting in a historical location, aka Los Angeles. Though, to be fair, not every single thing about this 1947 Los Angeles is actually accurate. It's kind of a movie version of Los Angeles. So it's not a true Los Angeles. It's not a true historical Los Angeles. It's like Los Angeles of the movies from back in my day, you know. I have very few memories from 1947, to be honest, but I do have some. I thought that he said the gun store was nearby. I'm getting a little bit, getting a little bit ornery here. How do I park this car at the gun store? Well, go. All right. Oh, I guess parking the car is going to be done for me. Very convenient, because I don't know if I would have succeeded. Gold-handled
Officers
doors.
Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
Be my
It's about
guest.
something bad, right?
Be my guest. Bum, bum, bum.
Model
Let's figure out the
27 with pearl
controls.
grips, Cole. You see it on there?
What? Pearl grips? Oh, no, they want to make me read and stuff. Pearl grip. Pearl grip right here.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46.
It's a good
Thanks,
thing I
it's been a big
focused on
help.
pearl grip.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
It's a good thing I focused on pearl grip, otherwise I would have been forced
Do
to
we
read
call it in?
more things.
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay.
Because you figure, you
For a
know,
penny in for a pound. Lead
the
the way,
good part of
Gunderson.
being a cop in the 1940s is that, you know, the idea is that you don't need to be able to read, right? Where am I? How can I open the map and see how far I'm going? Ah, okay, right over there. No, that's the alleyway crime scene. Ah, no, let's see, way over there. Schroeder's apartment. All right, so I can turn here, and then just take fourth. Okay. Okay.
Watch it!
Me? Well, technically speaking, I was the one not paying attention to the lights there. But that's not a reason. They should know, patrolman, like it says Popo on the car. Who just charges in when it says Popo on right there on the side of the car.
If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Are you accusing Phelps of manufacturing information that is of proctological provenance? You'll rue the day, sir. You'll rue the day. And you'll rue the day you put, like, lights to stop Phelps in the middle of his investigation. We're going to call all these red lights obstruction of justice and call it a day. I wonder, do I have like a button for a police siren? And I could go and just go around everybody? Because, I mean, what's the point of being a cop if you can't even, like, take out the siren and just ignore every single traffic law that is known to man in any state or country? That's the whole point, right? 1 2-hour drive later. Is there a running button? Oh, look at that beautiful, elegant stride. So, gold-handled doors allow you to enter. And that tells you this is indeed Schrodinger's apartment. So I suppose the enigma of Schrodinger's apartment is Schrodinger in or out of his apartment before we have opened the door? See? That's the enigma. Before the door is opened, he's both in his apartment and not in his apartment at the same time. But once we do open the door... Okay, let's just carry on. We don't need Schrodinger's cat jokes.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
That's
You're
Scooter
out of your
Payton.
mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
What? Oh, no. Oh.
Ready, tough guy?
Oh, what are
That
these
was
buttons?
a very bad move, Schroeder.
Quit prancing around and hit me.
Okay. Yeah. Quit prancing.
You started it.
Oh, all I have to do is click spam now? Well, I can click spam. Like, okay, press Q for a grapple move. Grapple attack. Grapple attack. Grapple attack. Am I not pressing Q? Are there more Qs? Okay, there we go. Oh, what is it? What even is that button?
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it.
So this is
Lucky
probably
you
the
caught me off
sounds that
guard.
you're going to hear in every freaking
Keep an eye on
combat.
him, Ralph.
Because wow, on PC this fighting mechanic is great. Investigation music plays when you something. Search locations thoroughly to discover clues. Well, I suppose I should. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of chime here. What is this? Little black book of prostitutes. Well, Art T. Rosenberg, I knew you were a lady of the night. Angelo Santana and Floyd Rose, definitely
Mr. Williams,
well-known
a series of
prostitutes. I don't think this is a
Floyd
book of
Rose's name
hookers.
is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Wait, hold on. He mentioned sticking a schlong in a hornet's nest.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
I mean, I suppose it's gonna sting. But who needs herbal enhancements when you have wasps? Or hornets? Armed and
You picked the
dangerous.
right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Armed and dangerous, eh? I'm armed with this car. And I guess there is a siren, so apologies for that if it cut abruptly at the end of the previous level. I didn't even get like my case grade or anything. It just cut, and of course I'm removing some of the cinematic scenes
You guys, the cops are here. We gotta move it.
that are not immediately relevant. So I take it this is the shoe sting tutorial. So let's count the times I get shot here. Oh. I need to press R to reload. Take cover, you fool!
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
How do we press left control to exit corner? Eh.
Backup will be here soon.
Yeah, I hope I don't have to do too many firefights because these controls, man, on the keyboard are terrible. Cruisemaker blaming the controls? That's new. That's never happened before. Where was that? Oh, okay.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
I thought I'd have to restart this a few times, but I guess not.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
You suck, Ralph. I don't like you. I can't wait to get promoted and leave your loser ass behind.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso.
Warrants.
With some
Outstanding.
people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car. Wendell Bowers!
You know he's a crook with that mustache. How do I... Hold. Hit. Come on. Hep. Hold. L. My... What the... It's that button they want me to hold... Oh, okay. Left shift.
He's hiding in the alley!
Okay. Now that I know the buttons...
Bowers! Hold
Well-
it right there!
One of the buttons.
Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Doug! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Well, it's too late.
Give it up, Wendell!
Like this balding old dude is way too good at parkour.
You got to be kidding!
You fucking asked for it.
Like this man is well past 40. And well, okay, this was the 1940s, and in the 1940s, specifically 1947, everyone was in great shape and completely capable of like
It's over, Bowers!
really complicated parkour. I like the automatic jump there. I don't
Give
need
it up,
to do
Bowers.
anything.
There's nowhere left to go.
Come on, run. Hey. Oh, more brawling.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
That's right, little miss. Little missy. The block? I don't even know what button you're trying to... What? How dare you? He's fine.
What you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
That's going to be it for this episode. The crime scene of the next mission, but that will be next episode. I'll see you then. We'll be back at Nun Bush in the next episode for the next mission. Buyer beware. Bye-bye.
Sponsored by the Flues Crew on Patreon.